Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the SummerWeen Tag. Woo! I haven't been tagged by anyone, but I am participating in SummerWeen this year. I will link my TBR for that up here, so go check that out, then come back and watch this tag. Also, if you go watch my TBR video, you will get lots of fun, dark horror recommendations to read during this readathon. Number 1. What spooky reads are you most excited about in your TBR pile right now? All of them? Hold on. Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky is probably number 1 on my list right now. I'm not going to be reading this for the readathon because look at that. It's like 700 pages. Oh. Let's see. It is 600. Yep. 706 pages. So that is not happening for this readathon, but this is one that I'm super excited for. What's your favorite revenge novel? This one took me a minute to think because I don't think I have a ton of revenge novels. Okay, so I have 2 to recommend you for this one. 10 by Gretchen McNeil. This is a slasher book about these teenagers that go to this island where this mansion is, and they're having this weekend party and it's supposed to be great, and then people start dying. Also, I recently read The Merciless. I think it's The Merciless by Daniel Vega. I'll put a picture. So this one follows a group of girls who are trying to eliminate the devil from this other girl they go to school with, and they basically kidnap her and torture her all night long. It's very graphic, it's very, very dark. Worse than I thought it would be. This one scared me so bad that I was like frozen with fear. It's to the point where you're just like, no, she doesn't need an exorcism. You guys are just crazy and you want to hurt her. That's all I can tell you without spoilers, but it was a terrifying book. So if you want that, go for it. What's a horror or thriller crime book you wish you could experience for the first time? The Night Swim by Megan Golding. This has a lot of different elements. It's about this true crime podcaster who goes to this small town to follow this rape case in the courtroom, and then she starts getting stalked by this person who has been writing her letters for a long time, who wants her help in finding her sister. So you follow both cases, and you have no idea where this book is going to go, but it has a podcast element. It's very thrilling and a wonderful read. Sucks to suck. You were just given a handful of your least favorite candy. The one not even your siblings or friends will trade for. What candy is it, and what spooky book did you want to love that disappointed you? I don't like candy at all. If I eat candy, it's like gummies or sour candy. So I guess my least favorite Oh, my least favorite is definitely candy corn. I just got a bunch of candy corn. We'll go with that. But honestly, I hate candy anyway, so. And a spooky book that disappointed me would have to be The Silent Wife by S.A. I'm not remembering the author's name. But The Silent Wife, if you read that book, do not read the back of the book, because the first 90% of the book is very, very, very boring. Nothing happens. Then the last 10% of the book is what happened on the back of the book. So that was very disappointing for that reason. But literally, nothing happens. It's a ton of dialogue, and it's just boring, 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 boring. Boring. It wasn't scary to me at all. Time to put on your costume. If you could exist in one spooky novel, which would it be, and who would your best friend be? If I could exist in a spooky book, by the way, I highly recommend this book. It would be No Exit by Taylor Adams. Darby would be my best friend. We would be best friends because I am the personality type that I would go above and beyond to care for people and be sweet and help people. And Darby shares that personality trait that I feel like she would sacrifice herself so that I could live. Yeah, I'm going with that. What's your favorite haunted house book or TV show? If I'm being quite honest with you, I haven't read a lot of haunted house books. I've read 2 that I know of, but both of them disappointed me like no other book has. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, did not like that. Not surprised. I don't like classics. I also read Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, which is a very big haunted house book. I did not like that either. I mean, I gave it 4 stars, so it was a perfectly okay book. But everything else I've read by Riley Sager has been 5 stars, so it was very disappointing to me. So I don't really have any recommendations for a haunted house book. TV show, I'm going to change that to movie. I'm going to go with the Amityville Horror, which is actually a book that I really want to read, but I don't have on my physical TBR yet. But it's based on a true story of this haunted house, and how it made this guy kill his entire family. Like, that part really happened. He really did kill his entire family, but the reason was because the house is haunted. And I don't know how true that part is, but there's a book based on it. I really want to read the book. I love the movie. The food question. You can only pick one from each would you rather. Chocolate or sour candy? Okay, well, like I said, I hate candy, but if I eat candy, it's sour candy, so obviously we're going with sour candy. Honestly, I can't eat chocolate, so that makes it very easy. Plus, I don't like chocolate, so whatever. B is coffee or tea. Ooh, that one is hard. I like coffee in the morning, tea at night, but if I have to pick one, then I'm sticking with my good old cup of coffee. C is apple or pumpkin pie. I hate pie. I guess if I have to pick, I like pumpkin more. Yeah, we'll go with that, but I really don't like pie, so. Number 8 is show us your favorite book with a witch or a woman who gets screwed over by society and the patriarchy. It's not really all that scary. I mean, there's scary parts, but Teen Killers Club by Lily Sparks. This follows this girl named Signal, who is framed for her best friend's murder. I'm not giving you spoilers. It says so right here. Just read it. And then she's sent away to this camp for Class A felons who are basically being trained to kill. Which book on your shelves or audiobook library has the scariest book cover? Oh, shoot. This one is kind of scary. Most scary cover is Imaginary Friend again, because like it's this little boy, there's all these woods, and it's dark. It's SummerWeen and it's hot outside. What books do you recommend that give off summer vibes? Think lakes, cabin, beaches, whatever reminds you of summer. I'm going to start with The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. This one takes place during summer. It's like a family reunion, but it's twisted and dark. It's more of a mystery with a little bit of horror elements thrown in there. So if you don't like a lot of scariness, this is perfect. But if you do want some scary times, then I have the perfect books for you. There's The Last Time I There's The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, which is a book that takes place at a summer camp, and Emma's friends go missing at the summer camp, and then 20 years later they are reopening that camp for one last year just to have like a big going away party type thing for that summer camp. And Emma is invited back to be like a camp counselor. She ends up going so that she can investigate what happened to her best friends 20 years before, and it's very twisted and dark, and it felt like I was at summer camp. And then, of course, The Night Swim by Megan Golding. You and your friends are exploring a well-known haunted house. Whoop, whoop. Yeet, yeet. Go me. You get separated, and suddenly you hear screams coming from somewhere upstairs. You run into the next room and find two of your friends. Which two fictional characters are they? Who do you want in this situation with you? Emma from The Last Time I Lied, and Vivian from the Sundown Motel, because she's freaking fearless. She'll do anything. And I really like her. She's cool. Trick or Treat, Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, Mary Shelley, and Shirley Jackson are at your front door. Who do you give the best and biggest candy bar to? Okay, this is a hard question because Stephen King is generally a 3-star author for me. He had one book that was 5 stars. The rest are just kind of like me. I've never read H.P. Lovecraft, although I want to someday. Mary Shelley, I read Frankenstein. I don't love Frankenstein. Shirley Jackson. I read The Haunting on Hill House and I was so bored through the whole thing. So probably Stephen King. Just by matter of elimination. What is your favorite spooky book to movie adaptation where both of them are good? I'm going with Bird Box by Josh Malerman for this one. They're both good. Movie is slightly better, which never really happens in the book world, but I did enjoy this book. I just enjoyed the movie a little bit more. That is the SummerWeen Tag! Thank you for hanging out with me and doing this tag. If you want to do this tag with me, leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe.